go ahead and this is for the ones that couldn't make it tonight. I still want them to review it. Let me rephrase: the ones that couldn't make it within reason. I see a handful of people that ain't here that I ain't talked to. 10-4. All right, let's move on over here to Alpha. Alpha, what's up, guys? All three of you. Want to go ahead and Mr. Jones, take a look to your right. Mr. Mars, look in front of you. Look at your new team captain of Alpha. This is Mr. Diego Cross. If you do not know him, if you haven't become familiar with him, you absolutely will. Mr. Diego Cross, IRL, has been in the Army longer than I have. He left and came back, but when I was a soft cap, he was a suit. So go ahead and get to know Mr. Diego. He is a killer shooter, almost damn near 100% accurate. He knows locations, he knows movement, he knows motion, and he knows how to communicate with you guys as well as far as infiltration locations. So if you haven't become familiar with him, you now are. He is on vacation, as you see, but by the time Saturday comes, he will be back in his suit, ready with us. So go ahead and welcome Mr. Baker. Sorry, Mr. Baker. Go ahead and welcome Mr. Cross. Okay.
Glad to be on your guy.
Congratulations, Diego, and congratulations, Mr. Wick. All right, guys. Y'all ready for this? I'm sorry, let me stop. All right, so Saturday. If you guys haven't already peeped game on the little snippets I've been posting, or the little, the Ghost Squad character with a knife through a gang member's throat, and the gang member happened to have the neck tattoo that says bad intentions on it. We will, for the first time since I've been commander, and first time in a while, we'll be raiding a gang house this Saturday. No ifs, ands, or buts. No questions asked. We will, as optional, we're hoping, have SRT involved. I'm looking at a lot of you right now in front of me that already know what I mean when I say SRT. Big Smitty, Cross, Wick, Baker. A lot more, but just going off the strength right now. When we go to meet SRT, 9 times out of 10 in the past, we've seen how that's turned out. I refuse to let that ever happen again. As a matter of fact, since I decided to kind of disassociate about a month and a half ago with SRT, and I decided saying I'm just going to do Ghost Squad and Ghost Squad on my own with my Ghost Squad team, I've seen a lot more progress than I ever have in the past. So this mission was planned with the intention of it being just Ghost Squad. If we have SRT joining, that's a bonus. It can only be up from there. It can only get better. But basing off of past, I just will not and cannot take that chance to full frontally plan a full mission with both teams incorporated. I have to worry about mine as Mr. Dre has to worry about his team. And that's just all respect. So, I just want to ask, has anybody here not had a chance to look at the gang house labeling that I just posted before the 8 o'clock raid?
I have not.
I'm sorry, who said that?
Matthew.
Okay, that's cool. I can totally I can just send those to you directly, no problem. Anybody else? Has anybody else not had a chance to see those?
Mr. Stoney.
Okay, cool deal. Where you at, Stoney? Okay, Charlie also. Word. I'll go ahead and send that to you. I can send that to you as well. Guys, for the ones that have not seen it, it is very, 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 very imperative that you listen to what we have to say right now in this meeting, specifically because you have not seen it. Aside from Matthew, Mr. Stoney, has anybody else not seen it? More than welcome to help out. Just need to know where we stand.
I seen it. I can help her with like any directions.
No worries. No worries at all. Wait, you said there were no directions.
No, any directions. Like any like directing people for Bravo, Charlie, and helping them out.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering, did you see the screenshots of the diagram that read, C for Charlie, A for Alpha, and B for Bravo, and there was one that showed green zones, and there was one that said do not enter. Did you see those?
Yes, sir. I looked at them before the meeting and read over them all.
Perfect. Man, this is badass. So just two. That's killer. I totally got you guys, Stony, Matthew. No worries. Don't even worry about it. Just please listen up. All right, guys. Shit. Give me 30 seconds. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry about that. Like I said, I'm telling you guys earlier, totally understand we all have IRL. So I will be the last person to ever judge anybody or to comment or say anything for saying they have some IRL. You'll never hear anything from me. The only time I would probably ever complain about anything is just if there's no communication. Like it's really not a lot to ask for. But all right, guys, this Saturday, we are raiding a gang house. The gang house we are raiding, it's not just any gang house. This gang house, how do I put this? So I wouldn't say they were necessarily on my radar as far as infiltrating wise. I'll just go ahead and put it like this. This gang house has been a pessimistic roach infestation for the last month and a half, almost 2 months. Started about 3 months ago, got a little successful on base. They started capping us late at night. Then they started getting dirty. They started captivating HQ. They started infiltrating the bases at the most vulnerable moments, like a bunch of cowards, which is like 2:30 a.m., 3 o'clock, when they know a lot of people are not on. These guys love to do sneak attacks. They love to come here, and multiple times they do sneak attacks. And, Bix, I know what we talked about earlier. I think I'm just going to go ahead and lay it all on the line, okay? Because I think we need, now that I'm starting to really feel it, I'm starting to reflect back on the previous 3 months. I think we just need full transparency here. We're going to Gang House 2, and we're going to completely fucking obliterate bad intentions and mob ties.
I knew it.
I want the fucking heads. I want the fucking heads of It Smoked. I want the heads of Will the Thrill. I want the heads when he decides to show up and not be such a bitch. I want the head of Mr. Heat. These guys love sneak attacks. They love to get us at our most vulnerable moment on base. And sometimes they still like to sneak attack us, and they still don't work out in their favor. We have a sneak attack coming after us multiple times on base, and we still win that shit. Imagine what the hell we gonna do when a fraction of the army goes and does a sneak attack. Basically, what I'm saying is they want to know what the fuck a sneak attack is. We'll show them what the fuck a sneak attack is. And that's where I'm in with this, is because previous missions and previous trainings, awesome. Love it. Love the structure. Love how we carried ourselves. Love the professionalism. We will still follow the same suit. No shooting green zones. No talking to dead bodies. If we're dead and they're talking to us, no talking while dead. In the Army, we do shit like this. We can get reprimands and we can get laps. If we go out in this gang house and we do this stuff, we can get tickets. We can get banned. And of course, someone can be like, I'm going to risk and get a ban, right? I'll be back tomorrow. No, what you're doing is telling everybody that you just got a ban on behalf of Ghost Squad. So now you've given Ghost Squad a bad name. And that is one line I want to draw right here tonight. As hungry as I am for this, there are still rules. And I say Ghost Squad is made up of nothing but the rules they make, we tiptoe them. With that being said, we never cross those rules. We tiptoe them all we want. You're still never crossing them, so you're still following those rules. But we never cross those rules. To the ones, a lot of you in here, I take it, that have already seen those screenshots. You see since the update, especially for Gang House 2, by the harbor, as soon as you cross their fence, you are in a green zone. In the front area of the entrance, when you walk out that entrance, if you are still on that sidewalk, you are still in a green zone. Basically, the green light for you to obliterate these motherfuckers, they have to be on the blacktop. They have to be on the pavement. And they're going to be scary, and they're going to like to stand back because half of them there are ex-military, and they know exactly the repercussions we face when we break the rules. So what do they want to do? They want to troll us. They want to push us, and they want to trigger us to break the rules. They will go as far as pointing their gun at you. And somebody that's trigger happy or somebody that's probably caught up in the moment over here full of adrenaline will shoot back. Don't do it. Don't do it. If they're not on the blacktop, if they have not fired a shot at you, we're coming from an army base where we have full ammo, full armor, and full health. If they are for real shooting at you, you could take 1 or 2 shots. You don't fire back just because they're aiming a gun at you. It is so easy to get your ass in trouble going to these gang houses. Is the most easiest thing to get your ass in trouble with. The reason why I say go to PD as Army, right? You see when the green shield cuts on. Go to HP. You see exactly when the green shield cuts on. Gang houses for Army, it'll never show you. We can hop the fence and we can be inside of that house, and that little globe in your left-hand corner will still be white because we are Army. I don't know why. I don't know if it does it for PD or medics as well, but I will tell you right now, for Army, it does not tell us in real play where those green zones are. The only reason why I know is reach out to 1 or 2 resources, but also for intelligence purposes, to where I'm not being berated by gang members and shit like that. I, in our IRL, created a little civilian account, and you go around these places, and as a civilian, when you go in them, it doesn't light up green for you. It doesn't light up green, and then whenever you go in there, if you were to go in there, I guess for gang members when they go in there, I guess it does light up green. But I will tell you from the resources I reached out to that are gang members, active gang members in other servers, it absolutely touches green as soon as you touch that sidewalk. So, guys, the biggest misconception you could have during this mission is seeing them come out of that entrance and you think you're free to fire. Absolutely not. If their feet are not on that blacktop, do not fire. This mission will be taking place due to previous intel we've gotten. These guys like to have a peak hour of operation during around 10:30 up until 12:30. So, no rush to us, unless anybody here needs to, rush that night due to IRL. Please let me know. I'll respect that, and we can push it on. Saturday night, after the very last raid, that way we don't have to plan for another raid in the future and have to get back at a certain time. We will be meeting like we always do in the middle of LZ. We will then take ourselves up to main gate. The goal here with SRT being an addition is to communicate, like I've been trying to communicate with Mr. Dre, who's the commander of SRT. We will not be meeting in a green zone. I think that's a death sentence. The reason why I think that's a death sentence is because you go to a green zone like HP. You go to a green zone like PD, even though nobody's really supposed to be there. That many crowd, we already going to have like 10, 12, possibly 13, 14 Ghost Squad members. Imagine, dude, there's like 20-something people in SRT. And when Ghost Squad used to only have like 6-8 people showing up, SRT had like 20, damn near 20. You can't tell me that's not going to draw a crowd. The last thing we need, even though they can't touch us in a green zone, the last thing we need is somebody following us to where we're supposed to go. This place, if you go back, guys, and I guess now that I see the attention, the screen caps, the screenshots I've gotten, I'm going to go ahead and post our actual Intel video footage that we filmed last night when we went out there. You will see your backs are constantly exposed. It's not like PvP where you can get inside of a fence or get into a caddy corner or something like that and you got at least something guarding your back. That's what's crazy about this. There is nothing guarding anybody's back at any time, including Charlie. So when Charlie goes in their directions, they will be in paired responses. Like y'all heard me say with SRT before, if y'all want to go out, paired responses will be what Charlie is. So anywhere Charlie is set up, there will be 2 of them. One will be operating the drone, the other one will be operating the sniper. We cannot have 2 Charlies in one spot operating drones, and you're completely oblivious to the gang member shooting you in the back. Please pay attention to the screenshot that had the bridge on it, because it's been relayed to me this morning that gang members love to go up there and flank us while we think we're infiltrating and we think we're being sneaky. They love to keep gang members up there. So in a situation where they're not alarmed, they're not going to have gang members up there. So if Charlie takes up there first, we automatically have the upper hand, especially if you got one guy up there in drone and then the other guy's there with sniper and there's no gang members around. If you guys go back and look at the screenshots, you will see where Bravo travels in from through that backside. We will not be doing what we do with PvP or any other missions that I have or never heard of. We will not be pulling right up to the scene and getting out the car. This will be an on-foot mission from at least 2-3 blocks away. Understand again, these guys are not just gang members. They're ex-military. Half these dudes work their ways up to suits. They know how they operate because they've been in the gangs long enough now. They definitely know how we operate. They always think that they think that, oh, Army is going to be Army. They're going to just roll up and take us out. That's what we want them to think, because that's exactly what we're not going to do. And then when they turn one way and they see Alpha and Bravo across the street parallel from each other, facing the gang members, and 1 or 2 or 3 are hanging outside of the fence at the time, they're going to pop fire. They're going to pop fire. They're going to think they're winning because they're shooting at 4 members of Ghost Squad until they see 16 people follow right behind, and then they're fucked. That's a lot. I understand, and that's why I hope you guys went back and reviewed those pictures, but that's why we're holding this meeting. That's why I've been stressing so hardcore the importance of this meeting, is because there's a lot of shit at play here. You know, we have a lot at stake as far as, you know, risking someone possibly shooting into a green zone. That's why Alpha and Bravo will not infiltrate straightforward. You know, I said Charlie's going to be on that bridge, and that bridge is actually facing the entrance, right? Bravo and Alpha will not be facing that entrance. To prevent and to try to eliminate green zone shooting, we will only be infiltrating from the side. So if you go back and look at those pictures, you'll see where Alpha and Bravo meet up is like 2 street lights down from the entrance of the gang house. If you're in the gang house, what the direction I'm talking about, if you're standing in the gang house, will be to your left. And by the time they look that way, they will see a surplus of us. They'll want to shoot. They'll send their other guys to the other area where we said do not enter. So they're not going to see any of us. They're going to have half their guys over there trying to look for us, thinking we're going to come on each side, and that's not what we're doing. So the half of them that left, the other half are facing us. We're just going to annihilate them. They're dead. The other guys are going to come back and say, hey, there's nobody over there. But who they're talking to? They're talking to us. Then we just go ahead and take care of them too. The cliche thing when it comes to infiltration that I've noticed is everybody of every team, doesn't matter faction, non-faction, I've noticed a lot of people love to break up and let's infiltrate, you on the left and I'm on the right. No, we're going to infiltrate from the same side, because exactly what they're thinking, they think we're going to infiltrate from both sides. But I think that's how we're really going to get them. A lot in this planning, a lot has gone into this planning. A lot of off base intel, a lot of other resources. Me reaching out, Baker or Bix reaching out, other resources. A lot has gone into this planning, and that's the reason why I made such a big deal out of it being on Saturday and this meeting being tonight and tomorrow's Friday. You know, we have nothing going on. I just really want this to marinate in y'all's brains of what's getting ready to take place on Saturday, and it's not hype. I'm not sitting here generating pretty pictures, even though I've been doing that all week. That's pretty cool, but we got some shit going down Saturday, and we Ghost Squad's had a lot of cool shit going on in the last 2 months specifically, I'll say. But I don't think anything comes close to touching what we're getting ready to do on Saturday. But with that being said, the ones that were involved in that, Mr. Baker, Mr. Bix, if you guys have anything you guys want to say, please feel free.
Yes, sir. Just want y'all to know, hey, this is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Our success with this mission doesn't just speak on us to ourselves, but it speaks on us to everybody who knows about Ghost Squad. Whether you're military, whether you're PD, whether you're a gang, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know. The thing is, you know what I'm saying, with bad intentions, they know we're coming. The only thing they don't know is when we're coming. You know what I'm saying? I repeat that. They absolutely know we're coming. They spoke on it themselves, but they do not know when. We know when. And when we do, we will execute. You know what I'm saying? I trust everybody in this room. I've seen all of y'all in action, and I do believe that this will be successful. You know what I'm saying? So let's just do this the right way. Let's do it the correct way. Avoid breaking any rules, any laws. I don't want to see none of y'all getting in trouble for this. The reason that we do these off base things, just us, because we know how to stick to the rules. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all coming to the army, everything is cool when it comes to guarding the base, when it comes to doing the raids. We are all familiar with those rules, the army rules, the base rules, the server rules, the vacation rules. We know how to stick to those. It it takes a different level of understanding to be able to go off base and make this shit well known. You know what I'm saying? So let's do that. I'm ready for it. I hope y'all ready for it. Let's have fun.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and I'll piggyback off that. I want to tell you guys a little something. Back when I was naive, when I was a little, I was what was I don't. Yeah, I had just been sergeant major, and I'm not at the time. I was new to role play in general, so I didn't know how to shoot. I didn't know how to do anything. So when we started going on gang house missions, none of this shit was made clear to me. And it's not because it wasn't relayed. It was definitely relayed. I just had no idea what anybody was talking about. I had no idea. So when Bix talks about drawing them out, we already know how trigger happy these guys are. When they come on base and they get so damn antsy, and they might, dude, I've seen it where gang members come on base and they're like, "Oh yeah, I got you," and they unload a whole fucking magazine and they miss the whole time. These dudes get too excited way too fast. Their mouth overloads their ass, and they come out swinging those bullets, and they have no strategy. They're just so happy to see us. They're so happy to want to put Army down. They're going to come out, and they're going to first try us. They're going to try us. They're going to try to get some tickets on us. We're not going to feed into that shit, and we're not going to respond. And then when they start shooting, we're going to fucking obliterate their ass. With that being said, I will tell you right now, I'm going to speak right. I don't know about anybody else in the gangs as much as I know it's smoked. It's smoked is a kind of guy I honestly would say It Smoke would be like me if I was a gang member. He's a gang member. That dude knows how to gather some intel. He knows how to poke. He knows how to troll. He knows how to prod, and he knows how to get you. He will be the same guy to come out of that green zone, shoot at you full force to get you to unload a clip on him. And while you're unloading that clip, he's going to run back in that green zone. With that being said, guys, if you don't look at any picture that I've sent, I know everybody here has, but if you don't look at any snippet, please look at the green zone. As soon as those guys, I don't care if they're shooting at you and you shoot back and they're running, as soon as their feet touches that sidewalk, you hold your fire. Because they will try y'all on that. I promise. They will come out like, "Oh man, pointing the gun at him's not working. Let's just go ahead and start unloading." and they start unloading, and we start unloading back. They're like, run back, run back. And if we're still shooting and they run back in the green zone, that's our ass. And I just don't want that for anybody here. This is a big. That's the reason why this is probably one of the biggest deals, is because of it's a huge reward if we sit here and take these dudes down, and we're not even the entire army. You know, we're just Ghost Squad. You know what I mean? And we make our names known like that, being Ghost Squad, and then break no rules. That's a high reward. But being what I just said and what Bix and what Baker just said, it's also a high risk if you're not paying attention. Does anybody? I think I covered my part. I feel like I don't know, Bix, Baker. Before we open the floor, do you guys have anything additional?
No, sir.
Bix. All right. At this time, we'll go ahead and I'm pretty sure there are going to be questions. No worries at all. So go ahead and open the floor for anybody. Just remember, please, just like we do in the Army, tax emojis.
Mr. Jones.
Yeah, I want to know because I know it's like a territory thing. Do we like take over the territory if we win? Like, does it show that army has taken it over or something like that?
No, sir. That will be one thing. It's kind of, I know, especially if you haven't really had this kind of mission exposure before, it will be kind of a, how do we know we won, you know? And the way I put that is the way and how popular these gang houses are. We know we won, but we're not getting shot at no more.
I understand.
Because there'll come a time, just like PvP, you know, when we're in that PvP mission, yeah, it shows we were taking it over. But even though you think about it, last weekend or a couple weeks ago, when we took over PvP, it said we took it over, right? But we still had dudes shooting at us. And then we died, and I was like, you know, we were all like, hey, that's mission successful because we technically took it over. Imagine how much more successful it would be if you just killed people and you just realized you weren't getting shot at anymore.
I understand.
I mean, is that kind of? I mean, I don't want anybody to be confused at all, guys. Please don't hold back. Go ahead.
Got a good question about maps. I'm looking at the map, and it said the one that says A on it. Are we driving from the west side, from where the bridge is, or is that like, what are we doing from there?
Big solid, you answer that. Yeah, and for Alpha, I will say, Diego, you're talking about that the arrow that you saw.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so due to depth perception in the picture, I was unable to put the arrow where I wanted it. But you see that warehouse, right, Diego? The warehouse that the arrow's on top of.
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, do you see that building that's beside it, further down? That's right beside it.
It's on my same phone, so I gotta like get out of here and look at this, go and look at it.
Don't worry about it. But you'll see it when we get out of here. Is right next to it is a building. It almost looks like a warehouse, just like that building that you see with the arrow on it. The arrow means I want Alpha in between those two buildings, because like I said, our backs, we're in a spot, guys. Even Charlie, we're in a spot where our backs are constantly exposed. The least we can do is have as much coverage as possible. So with you going down that alleyway and with Bix taking his team down the opposite side, Bix already knows they have an alleyway themselves. But for you, Alpha, you will, if you look in between those two buildings, it's a very thin alleyway. What Bix was talking about when we're going to park further away and come up for Alpha we're going to park back at that corner. There's a corner street right at the back end of that warehouse where the arrow started. You know where the arrow first started, Diego? Where the first part of the arrow started?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so at the very first part of that arrow, it's a corner of a street. It's actually the other end of that warehouse. That is where we will park the vehicle for you guys, and you guys will get out a little ways back, not parking it right there. You guys will get out and you will run in between that alleyway where you see that arrow. By the time Alpha comes out of that little alleyway, you will be at across the street. You should be able to be face to face with Bravo.
10-4.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Thank you for the understanding, and thank you for letting me know.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, shit. I don't want anybody to be in the dark on anything. I swear to God, I don't care what it takes. I don't want. This is huge, guys. I kind of already know everybody in the room already has a good feeling for what we're doing, but I still want to hear you guys because I don't want anybody dying because they thought they're in the right place and they weren't. I don't want anybody shooting green zones. I don't think after we talked about it, I don't think we really have to worry about the whole green zone shooting anymore. But I just don't want anybody to feel like they're going to be left out or feel like they're going to be lost, you know?
Do have one thing. So a couple like a while ago when we were helping out with PD, like for a Westing thing. We were doing something with PD a while ago, and they told us not to worry about sitting in the green, so we were allowed to. Would that still involve with us, or is that something totally different?
Well, that's why I say this is a Ghost Squad mission, because in the past, I think the reason why Ghost Squad missions that were planned, I thought I was doing the right thing. I'm speaking about probably like a couple months ago. Thought I was doing the right thing by planning missions, but what I was initially doing, now that I see it, I was giving the responsibility of planning the mission in someone else's hands, and I just kind of like had my hands up with it, and I was waiting for our curtain call. We got our curtain call, and the last couple times we had our curtain call to that specific place, we got let down. And that's when I just finally said, it's going to be a Ghost Squad mission. Every time I do this, it's a Ghost Squad training, it's a Ghost Squad mission, it's Ghost Squad, Ghost Squad, Ghost Squad. I only, if we have anybody extra to join us, that's extra. But I want to plan it for, I don't ever want to plan something. I don't want to ever focus on a collaboration plan. And if that collaboration plan falls through, then it's like, what? It's just Ghost Squad. I didn't plan for that. I should have planned for that. Even back in the day when those plans fell through, it was on me. I should have planned for a backup plan with Ghost Squad instead of just saying, all right, guys, let's go back to base. I apologize. So, yeah, SRT is going to be a bonus. To answer your question, Diego, we're not answering to SRT. This is our mission. If they want to join, they can join.
10-4.
Yes, sir, Bix. %1,000%. So, in retrospect, I apologize if I did not bring this up, but to follow up what he's saying is I did speak with the commander of SRT, and they are very interested in joining. They've already relayed it to their team in the SRT channel, if you guys haven't seen that. So, more than welcome. They're more than welcome. The thing about this is, in the past, a good bit of people that are in this room right now know this, that when it comes to meeting up, that's when things fall through. We spend so much time meeting and being on the same page. That's why I want my guys and gals, of course, in here right now to get us on the same page. In case nobody else is on the same page with us, at least we know we're on the same page. So we will invite them. We cannot go to green zones because of the attention it'll draw. So I think the best thing for us is to meet in a gas station. It should not be a problem if it's around here in the outskirts, off in the cut. It should not be a problem if we're only waiting for like 2 to 3 minutes. I do feel like if it's past that point, and even if I'm still, or we're still getting I'm on the way, SRT's on the way, it's just, I don't even want to. I really don't want to tell them even where to meet us, because if Ghost Squad has to pull out because they've waited too long, right? And I go over to Walkie, I'm like, hey, or I go over the phone, and I'm like, just meet us there. If they get there before us, they might blow our fucking cover before we even get there. You know what I mean? We're sitting here with all this intelligence and all these plans, and all that is down the shit because they're like, all right, we'll meet you there. And then they're like, Ghost Squad, where you at? We're getting fired upon. You shouldn't be if you fucking follow the same suit we were doing. You know what I mean? It's just stuff like that. So if they come, man, I really hope they do. I really do. I mean, goddamn, the more the merrier. But I can't take any chances to risk our team's cover. You know, at the end of the day, we all collaborate, but I got to look out for my own, you know, which is you guys. And if we're doing something that resorts in all of our cover being blown, it's off the table.
Yes, sir.
All right. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns? Anything, guys? This is what we're here for. Listen, you already know we ain't got nothing going on tomorrow. There ain't no meeting tomorrow. Okay. I might come in the Discord and say, hey guys, remember what we talked about? Be ready for Saturday. But unless you want to talk to us on the side, which you already know how we are in the Army, things have ramped up. We got a lot of influx of new hires. A lot of us in here are suits. We're going to have a lot of questions, and not a lot of us in here are going to have a lot of time to step to a side and make time for this tomorrow. So that's why we're holding this right now. This is our dedicated time to us. This is ghost time. Anything you have to feel, say, or think, or want to ask, this is the place. This is the time. This is the safest place you could be right now. All right. Well,
We do have somebody on the
Mr.
right side.
Adams.
oh, I'm sorry, Matthew.
I have two questions.
Go ahead,
One,
sir.
do we have a set time yet, or is that still in the woodworks?
No, yes, sir. As soon as we're gonna, of course, we have to understand the reason why we're here is because we're in the Army. We wouldn't even be in None of us would be in Ghost Squad if we weren't in the Army. So Army comes first, of course. So we had that last raid right at 10 o'clock. We're gonna have that debrief at 10:15. As soon you'll hear me announce it, you'll hear me announce it, or Mr. Baker announce it in the debrief that as soon as this debrief is over, I need all Ghost Squad to report to the middle of LZ. And if someone here doesn't know what middle LZ is, literally outside of this wall. When we walk out of RT, right there in that LZ, right in front of RT, that's the middle of LZ. As soon as that raid is over on Saturday, that last raid is over, everybody goes right there. So team Ghost Squad. And that's the thing, man. I'm like so honed in on this team, and collaboration is great. But I have nothing against collaboration. But I just know there is a time and place where we should be collaborating. And just we've gotten on our feet as Ghost Squad these last month and a half. I just can't tell you how proud I've been, the things that I've seen. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose grip. I feel like we got a hell of a grip right now, and I don't want to lose it. And when I say that, what I'm saying is I'm meeting with my team of Ghost Squad and LZ. When SRT is incorporated, we will talk about that in the middle of LZ as Ghost Squad. But I want to just talk to Ghost Squad, and everything after that will play out, because I promise you, when we meet up in LZ, everything we're talking about now, we will go ahead and convert that the same conversation. We'll convert it into about 60 seconds. It'll be done. Everything we're talking about now, we will be able to refresh you, not this much detail, but 60 seconds. We'll be briefed on it. All we need to know is step by step, guys. I don't want anybody in here to future trip, because everything I already said, there's a lot to think about in the future. Let's think about it one at a time. What's one at a time? One at a time is getting the 10 o'clock raid out the way. After that, it's the next goal is to meet in LZ. Are we in LZ? If the answer is yes, the next goal is to talk about what we're talking about. There's a lot of us, so we have to go goal by goal. The next goal is to get every one of our asses into a vehicle at main gate. Me and Mr. Baker will take care of the communication with SRT. Me and Mr. Baker will also tell you guys we're meeting right here. All Go Squad, stay right here. We should all be on watch walkies. Please do not do the shit that was going on the other day with that PvP mission that I was hearing. I don't want anybody on the army walkie. We should all be on watch walkies. And we go to that location where we're supposed to meet. It's either going to work out or it's not. And if it doesn't work out, Go Squad is going to get the green light to go ahead and continue on the mission like we just sat here and planned tonight. If somebody wants to join, they will, like SRT, I don't want them infiltrating. I don't want them showing up blowing our cover if we're in the process of taking cover. So when the time is right, if we happen to make it there and we got no communication until the fact, then me and Mr. Baker will wait till the right time to call them in finally. But if we're in a situation where we're getting ready to take cover and any other type of attendance will risk in cover being blown, we don't want that. Our main goal is Go Squad here tonight and Saturday. I'm sorry, I know that was very lengthy, Matthew, but did that answer your question? If it doesn't, please tell me, man. I swear to God, I'll simplify it. That was my fault. I kind of did go off the rails.
No, you answered it perfectly.
Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you for your question, actually, for real.
And then, is it a section event? Do the admin know?
This is a situation. So whenever you hear squads within factions, I say squads within factions because you see we have Delta, MP, Go Squad here, PD. They have SWAT team, SRT, and they got one more of the team I can't remember right now. But when these guys go out, all these teams within these factions, they're going out based off of intel they've created. Intel they've created is already, of course, it's already with RP rules. We're not
Mr.
going
Evan.
out and tagging.
Sorry, sir.
No, you're good. He ended up going back out.
Yeah, he did leave.
Oh, okay. So like situations and what we're doing, it's if we were just sitting here trying to pick and like, hey guys, you guys want to mess around and go raid a gang house? Admins would probably have a problem with that for sure. But as we all here, I don't see anybody in this room that's not well aware of this. With the two gangs that were mentioned, how pessimistic they are. We have plenty of BC. If anyone here hasn't seen anything, you don't have to. That's how much intel we already have on these guys. BC screenshots, every reason to believe why they deserve to have no head come Saturday night. And if they were just doing this on the street, that's not our business because we're on a base. But they're coming into our house and they're thinking they're comfortable because a lot of them are ex-military. So they just think because, yeah, I used to be here. This is still my home. No, it's not. You made that decision when you left and decided to join a gang. Ain't your house. But you want to come up in here like it's your house? We're about to come up in yours. Not like it's our house. We're going to come up in yours because it is our house. If you really want to try to sit here and poke and prod us, we got into BC and we have screenshots. And we have every reason to come to you on Saturday night and decapitate you.
Mr. Jones, you got a question?
No, not really a question, but more like a suggestion really for that Saturday last raid, right? I believe if we die during the Saturday last raid, it won't make sense to collect our vest during that raid because we will need it for the raid after that.
You said dodge the raid.
Know what I mean? Like the vest that because some people like, when I die, I'm going to collect a vest during the raid after I die. So I mean,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, buddy. I was just thinking you're telling everybody to save their vest.
yeah, to save their vest for the after the raid. Because we got a raid gang house full of multiple way more people that we're going to get during the army raid itself. So you need that vest.
Oh hell yeah, and I agree with that. But of course, we know that's the people's choice, whatever they want to do. But I will tell you right now, in a situation like this, if you gather your vest, here's the deal, guys. I'll tell you this, and a lot of you, probably all of y'all, probably already know this. If you want to have a vest during raid, grab your vest 30 minutes before raid starts. You'll have your vest, and then you'll have that vest during raid. And by the time raid's over, you can go ahead and grab that new vest before we go out. But definitely, you guys are going to want to make sure you have a vest for this for sure. We're going far. We're going basically to the other side of the map. We're literally where we are right now. What we're talking about 48 hours from now, we will be on the opposite side of this map. So, yeah, you're definitely going to want to wish you had a vest. All right. Anybody else have anything? Man, this is a killer turnout for a meeting. I couldn't appreciate y'all enough for the questions, comments, and concerns. I love this. We need more of this, legit, for real. And that's why I've been harping. I need everyone to join, because this is exactly what we need. We don't need 12, 13 people on this type of page. We need all 17 people on this page. You know what I mean? But I really appreciate y'all. Does anybody have anything else?
Mr. Matthew.
If we were to die during this raid, do we go back after respawn?
Yes, sir. Wait, what do you mean, Bix? Oh, you mean go back? Oh, you mean go back to the gang house? I thought he was asking, do we go back to base? Yeah, man, and honestly, it's not. I'm glad, dude. Matthew, thank you so much for that question. Biggs, thank you so much for that explanation. That's a very good question to bring up, because yes, this is not like PvP. This is not like your typical. Let's go here and have a little, you know, a little scrimmage mission. It's not like that where we just like die and keep coming back. This is a whole ass gang house. This is where these guys live. And they don't do that to us really unless it's like raid. They already know if they do it, they get the same ticket that we would get. Yeah, please, if you die, please stay on base. I would like to say it. With that being said, guys, this mission is a one die only mission. That's why we need our vests. That's why we need to pay very close attention and be very careful. If you die, that is it.
One life. Everybody got one life.
Unless you're a cat, then you got 9. But, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, it'd be nice to have some cats on this mission, right?
Yeah, I mean, they got 9 lives, but they can't hold a machine gun to save their lives, though. They probably be trying to bite the toes.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Does anybody have anything else? Please feel more than welcome to ask or say or express anything. All right. I'll take silence as golden. Thank you guys, man. Once again, this is a killer turnout. Baker, I was telling, I wasn't telling anybody, I was telling myself earlier. I kind of spoke out loud when I came in here. You guys don't know, but me and Mr. Baker were running back. I said, man, it'd be kind of messed up because what we were doing, guys, we were in HQ making Mr. Diego the team captain. And I was like, damn, is somebody in here? Oh, my bad. What I was saying is it would be some shit if we come in here and there's like 3 people in here. That would suck. And I came in here and I saw everybody I saw. Man, I'm sorry. Vix, they'll tell you, man, I couldn't hold my mic. I walked in here, I said, holy shit.
Nice turnout, y'all. For real.
All right, we got to line up for raid, man, but I really appreciate y'all. GG's, Go Squad. I cannot wait to kick ass with every single one of y'all on Saturday night.
And you already know me.